All right, hey everybody. So welcome to another After We Collided movie video. So this video is talking about the tone slash directing style of After We Collided, or what I think the tone slash directing style of After We Collided will be. So somebody sent me in this topic asking me if I would actually talk about this. So the question is, do you think you could do a topic video about what you think the tone slash directing style of AWC is going to be? And then I was asking the person, like, what do you mean by that? And the person responded with, like, you know how indie films have different tone slash atmosphere and directing style compared to other movies? I was wondering what you think AWC will look like. All right, so yeah, this is pure speculation at this point because we have no idea, because we have not seen even frame one of any type of trailer, teaser, any type of footage. So we'll know more once the film actually, or once the trailer actually comes out, we'll know a little bit more about what the film will look like. But in terms of directing style and in terms of like the tone slash atmosphere, yes, this will still very much feel like an independent movie. So even though we might have a bigger US distributor this time, or once they officially announce the US distributor, even if it might be a bigger studio, yes, it will still very much feel like a low budget, like a lower budget independent movie. In terms of the directing style, Roger Kumble is the kind of director where he does not have like one particular style or one particular way of actually shooting his films. So he's not like a Quentin Tarantino or a David Fincher or a Martin Scorsese, where when you watch a David Fincher, a Quentin Tarantino, or a Martin Scorsese film, you actually know that you're watching a Quentin Tarantino, a David Fincher, or a Martin Scorsese film. Yeah, Roger Kumble is not one of those types of directors where you can just know that you're watching a Roger Kumble movie. I do think that it is going to feel very different from After We Collided in terms of the tone, in terms of the style of the film. I don't think we're going to get that many montages this time, because it really does feel like they are going back, to actually listening to the fans, listening to the criticisms of the first film. And one of the big criticisms surrounding the first film is the overuse of the montages. And I do not think that that's going to happen this time. I've seen like a lot of Roger Kumble stuff. I don't think he's like a big fan of montages. Even though he does have like some montages in his films, it will not feel like it's overdone. So you're actually going to see Hero and Joe, or Hardin and Tessa, actually talk in this film versus just, kind of like speeding through everything just by using a montage, especially when I think like the only big montage that we're going to get is the 9 days. I wish that they would kind of, spread that out and sort of, kind of expand on that and, actually really, let us really live in those 9 days. But I do got the feeling that the 9 days are going to feel they're going to have to use a montage to go through the 9 days, or at least some of the 9 days. They are going to have to do a montage once again. In terms of the tone of the movie, this film is going to feel very much different. I do think that, especially with them going for a hard R film, because that's exactly what they're promising. Anna Todd said that she cannot wait for us to see how R-rated the film is. So I think that pretty much from minute one, from the first moment that the film opens, you're pretty much going to be thrown into this film, and they're going to pretty much announce their intentions from moment one. So I really do think that they're going to do something in the opening that will pretty much say, hey, we're an R-rated film now. If you're walking in expecting the same thing from like what happened in the first film, because the first film did have a very PG-13 teeny bopper, like toned down, tamed down, Disney-fied version of the story. I do not think that that's what we're going to get this time around. This time around, we're going to get a very hard R, a very adult, very mature story. And I think that they're going to announce their intentions basically from the first moment that the film opens. I think they're going to do something big in that opening sequence to say, hey, this is the new normal. This is what this film is going to be. If you walked in expecting, something similar to the first film, then you better walk out now, because this is not going to be in any way similar to the first film in terms of either, the rating that we're doing, or the tone that we're doing, or, the style of the movie that we're doing. This is going to feel like a more mature, very more hard R film. And so, yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be. So, yeah, in terms of the directing style, it still very much is going to feel like an independent movie. It still very much is going to feel like it has like a smaller budget this time around. But I mean, the first film had a small budget too. But I mean, I don't think that they exploded the budget. I don't think that they upped the budget all that much. So I think that it still will feel like an independent movie, even if even if they do get like a much larger distributor this time, I think it is still going to feel very much like a smaller film compared to like all the big blockbusters that we might see, or compared to even like all the more, mid-budget films that we might see, that it will still feel like a smaller production. So yeah, that it's going to be very interesting to see what they do, because in the 9 days, Harden does go back to London. He is, going over to London. So that it is going to be very interesting to see how they shoot the 9 days in terms of that. Especially if they're going to, show him over in London. That is going to be very interesting to see if they just shot, London for Atlanta, or if they actually, went somewhere else and actually, shot, the London scenes. But that is going to be very interesting to see how they pull that off. But yeah, also, it is going to be very interesting because the film is set during the winter. The film is set, during Christmas time, New Year's, and all that stuff. So it is going to be very interesting to see what that looks like and how they actually pull that off. I trust them. I really do trust them in pulling all that off. But always remember that they shot this in the dead of summer. Like, they shot this like in like the extreme heat of the summer in Atlanta. So that's going to be very interesting to see them, all bundled up and like all that stuff. And if they can actually, really pull off the fact that this is the winter, because they did shoot in the summer. But yeah, in terms of the directing style, there's just, no way to tell what the film's going to look like until we actually, see the first teaser. But yeah, like I said, Roger Kumble really does not have a particular unique style of shooting. So he's not going to be like a Quentin Tarantino, a Martin Scorsese, or a David Fincher, where you just know that you're watching their films when you sit down to watch a Quentin Tarantino, a David Fincher, or a Martin Scorsese type movie. You just know that you're watching their movies. So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting film to watch. It's going to be definitely a very interesting film to see what that first teaser looks like, because once the first teaser comes out, we'll definitely know a lot more. So jump down to the comment section below. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your continued love and support. As always, remember, if you like what you see here and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's go through all the stuff you'll be able to find on this channel right now. So every day I'll be doing daily uploads of the read-throughs, where I literally go through different books and read to you guys page by page, chapter by chapter. All 7 books of the After series by Anna Todd are now on the channel to their completion. Also, It Ends With Us is on the channel to its completion. I am now doing the Gabriel series by Sylvain Renard, and I have started Gabriel's Inferno, and these will be daily uploads barring any types of personal illnesses or issues. Now that we have the official green light of the After We Collided movie, I'll be bringing you guys constant updates on that, so keep looking forward to that. You guys are going to be so updated that you'll be begging me to stop the updates, and those updates are also going to cover After We Fell and After We're Happy. So once we get the green light on those 2 films, I'll also be bringing you guys constant updates on those as well. Every other day, I'll be doing different topics that come up in the After fandom. So if there's a topic out there that you guys want to see me talk about, go ahead and either leave it down in the comments, or you can find me on either Twitter, email, or my Facebook. All the relevant information is on the About section of the channel. As always, remember, this channel would not be able to grow to the heights that it has without you guys, and so for that, I'm eternally grateful. You know, and I know there are plenty of After fans, old and new, who have no idea that this channel exists, so keep sharing the channel. Keep spreading the word of Charles's movie channel, because this will easily be one of the best After series channels that you'll find right here on YouTube, or dare I say anywhere. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Keep liking, keep commenting, keep subscribing, keep sharing. My name is Charles. Welcome to the After series channel. I'll see you later, After fans, After naters. Take care, y'all. Love you.